Hey guys, making my final video for this build. 1972 Pontiac GTO for the Naked Styrene challenge that Dr. Cranky put out there. I finally completed the build. I think it came out pretty good. I've learned a lot. Still need practice on a lot of things, but I think I was able to pick up on a lot of things that to help me finish this build. My weakest is the bare metal foil. I am no good at that. I think I did it 2 or 3 times and it still doesn't look very good. Some of them looks okay, but some of them looks horrible, so don't look too much at that detail. Sanded the body with the sanding papers from the what is it, all of them, all the way up to 12,000. I did that 3 times to this kit. And then after I finally got it all put together, I used the Novus products to polish it. It wasn't easy, but I think it came out pretty good as far as the shine goes. I mean, you can see a little bit right there. You can get some shine on there. I'll do a little close-up so you guys can see. It was a very difficult kit to put together. It gave me a lot of trouble, especially assembling it. Some parts didn't fit right. You'll see on the slideshow that I put in there all the couple of things that I had to do. I'd like to thank you guys for your tips. I'd like to thank you for the suggestions and the comments that you guys left. They were real helpful. I am sure I'm going to be using that on my next builds. And let's just give it a spin so you can see here real quick. So you can see if you can see some of the shine. I'm wearing the glove because it picks up a lot of dust and the fingerprints stay on it like crazy for some reason. So I'm trying not to use my fingers too much. But as you can see, it has no paint and it has no clear. It's just nothing but styrene. Nothing but naked styrene. You'll be able to see the shine right there. You can see some of the reflection right there, and obviously the shine in the back, the trunk area. It looks, I think it looks great as far as that goes. You can see the shine right there. I try to do my best obviously on it. This is my first time ever doing this, so before I would just put paint on there, throw some clear and hope that it came out good. Never use sanding papers or polishing or anything like that, but I think it came out pretty good. It gave me, like I said, a hard time trying to put it together, but at the end it kind of all came through. It kind of came through. You can see the shine in the back over there. I'm gonna get it off the daisy wheel here so you guys can see a little bit more detail as far as the shine goes, because I think that's the biggest thing on this kit. And like I said, it picks up a lot of dust for some reason, so see right there, you can see the reflection on the bottom from the floor. The shine on the hood, I think that's one of the things I see is shinier than overall the whole car. But as you see right there, reflection, how shiny that car is. It's unbelievable to imagine that it has no paint or no nothing. It's just polish and stuff like that that makes it look that way. The rims, I had them from a long time ago. As you can see there, I put a little bit of sorry about that, I put a little bit of orange around the edges. Just to give it that little extra look. I like the way they came out. Gonna get a little closer look. Like I said, don't pay attention too much to that bare front foil. I mean, you can see the shine on this end right here. I need a lot of practice with that because that's like my weakest thing thing when it comes to building models. See the reflection right there? I mean, the shine is incredible on this car. It's super smooth. Look at that. It's mirror-like. Super smooth. I mean, you touch it and it's very smooth. I did a little something to the engine, nothing big. A little bit of wiring. Let me see if I can get up in there for you. Wired the distributor. Got the battery over here. It's wired. Got the radiator hose. Some tubing I found. I cut it up and put it in there. You can see the brake lines in the back. I go into the reservoir there, and that's pretty much about it. Nothing much. Like I said, you see a little bit more detail on the pictures. I was having a hard time with this kit. Like I said, that engine must have came apart a few times on me. Let me show you a little bit of the undercarriage here. Exhaust is painted. Obviously the engine. You see my brake lines there. That's the first time I do brake lines, by the way. There's a little detail here and there. Like I said, nothing major. I was trying to focus much on that shine of the car, which, as you guys can see right there, it looks pretty good. I mean, I'm being a little biased there, but to me, I think it looks great, especially since this is my first one that looks like this. Let me know what you guys think. I learned a lot from this. I appreciate all the tips and comments that I got. I really appreciate it. I was able to put a lot of that stuff to use. I did have to buy a lot of stuff to get this done. I never had polishing sandpaper or any of those sandpapers. I didn't have any polishing kits like of the Novus stuff. I never used that stuff on my builds. I didn't know they had that stuff. The wiring, I was able to buy some of that wire stuff in Michael's and then just paint it and stuff like that. But I'm glad the way it came out. I'm happy that I was able to participate in this because I know it's just going to help me make better models in my next projects. For right now, I think this is it for this one. Like I said, thank you very much for all the help. I appreciate that. I learned a lot, and this is how it turned out. And pretty soon I'm going to be implementing that into my new projects. I did buy the Don Joss DVD, which is what helped me get this car that way. Very helpful DVD. I did use my Dremel to polish this kit. I noticed that if I kept it at a speed of 4 and make sure that I kept this thing moving and not sit it in one spot, it did a great job. It does create a black residue, and if you end up staying in one spot, that black stuff ends up staying on the car, and then it's kind of hard to get off. You got to start the process all over again with the number 3 on the Novus, then 2 and 1. So I try to make sure that I kept this thing moving. I don't know why you get that black residue. It's kind of weird, but it builds up. So I just make sure that I kept this thing moving at all times. I think I changed my wheel twice just to keep it clean as much as I could. But it worked out pretty good. I thought it was going to melt it or something, but it didn't. So all that stuff that I learned, I'm going to be putting to use on these 2 builds that I'm doing. This is one of them. Let me see if I can back out of this a little bit. It is the Jaguar XJ220, which I'm going to be building with my daughter. We're going to do that combination build there. Hopefully she gets interested. We picked out the paint. It's going to be this metallic silver that's going to go on that body. Hopefully using this method that I've learned, we'll be able to get this car painted this color. So that's going to be a great build. I can't wait to get going on that. And the other build is going to be the Audi R8. Also picked up some paint. It's this gloss dark blue. It's going to be a black and blue theme on there. I got some good ideas that I'm going to do with this car. I'm actually going to be giving this car away to a good friend who loves cars, enjoys cars. Hopefully I can get this built for him and he can enjoy it and like it, I hope, after I'm done with it. This is the body right here. Like I said, I'm going to implement all the new stuff that I learned into these two builds, and hopefully I can improve, get better. I'll be posting up some videos of my progress of these two, but I'm hoping to do good on that. What else? I think that's pretty much about it in regards to this build. I hope you guys like the way this came out. Please give me some feedback. Any more tips, any more suggestions, I really appreciate it. It's always great to hear from those that are been doing this a lot longer than I have and have more experience, and even can suggest something. It's great to hear. That way I can keep learning more and more, and obviously get my builds to look pretty good. But yeah, that's pretty much about it. I am going to have a slideshow at the end of this. Just if you want, stay tuned to that, and so you can look at it a little bit more detail in the pictures. For now, that's about it. Thank you for watching, and enjoy the slideshow.
You need to bleed, you scream, you need the pain. You're tearing up inside, but you hide it all the time. You fake a smile to get you by. Baby, oh, I think it's time you let somebody save you from yourself. Baby, can't you hear his voice is drowning out the lies that see his wounds bled for you. You're starving to be thin, you crave skin deep perfection. You're fighting with the mirror, you're tired, it's getting nowhere. You're dying to be someone else. Baby, oh, I think it's time you let somebody save you from yourself. Can't you hear his voice is drowning out the lies that fill your mind? Baby, just look into his eyes. You're beautiful to him. Only he can stop the bleeding. Oh, in him you'll find your beauty. You're beautiful You scream you need the pain. You're tearing up inside, but you hide it all the time. You fake a smile to get you by.